We are live. All right. Happy National Scrapbook Day.
Hey, everyone. Can wait a few minutes just to let people join us. I can see 4 people watching. So
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hello, 4 people.
Yes, yay. You found us. I know a lot of people this morning were saying, where do I go? Everything will be in this group.
Yep.
And I know
All day
we've
long.
had, hi, Lori. I know we've had questions too because of the whole Facebook shifting thing. I've been moving videos over to my YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 30 days that everything will be kept here. And then after that, we'll make sure you guys have links and know exactly where to go if you don't finish your classes today. And I know other people had activities, traveling, all of that. So it'll be here. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We've got people saying hi.
Awesome. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Judy. Are you traveling? And happy retirement. Michelle, Barbara, Shannon, Stacy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Irene. Lori. Traci. We got 2 Colorado people, Lori and Traci, on here.
Awesome.
Cool. All right. Yeah, still going up. Says 33. So good. Yay. Yay. Okay, so I think we're ready to kick off our fun day. We have a lot planned for you. And I'm going to start with my part of the box. I have my box right here. You can kind of see it on my screen. So we're going to unbox it together. Hopefully, well, I think a lot of you have peeked, but if you have waited, hopefully you're going to be super excited as you see all of the little goodies and surprises. So I'm going to start with this package, which is the kind of your, well, it's an essential because your bingo card is in there. So if you open this one up, sorry for all my crinkle noise here. I might have to take my sunglasses off so I can see what I'm doing. But they're so cute. Okay, first of all, I saw these on Amazon. It's a little beach ball. They were just too cute. So
they are adorable.
Yeah, we just needed those. So that's just a fun little extra. Give it to your kids, your grandkids, whoever. But yeah, inflate that. Sun chips. Traci added the delicious sun chips. So I'll be enjoying those after my class this morning. Got a snack. And then for my classes, I collaborated with Pretty Little Studio. And they are based in the USA, which is amazing. And they print all of their own items here. So when I was doing samples and everything, I didn't have all the product yet. So some of this you got bonus at the end. So this will all coordinate with everything this weekend, but I didn't use it necessarily on my layouts because I didn't have it in time. Okay. So we've got some great little tabs here that you can cut out and use on many different projects. And then these are my latest obsession. These make it look like you're stitching without actually stitching. And their version is stickers. There are other versions that are rub-ons too. And I just love them because they add that detail without taking the time. I know some of you love to stitch, but a lot of times I don't have the time or the patience. So this is a great way to kind of cheat the system and have it still look adorable. And then, yes, your bingo card, we will be playing bingo tonight. So gather some M&Ms, buttons, coins, whatever. And we'll be playing bingo for pins, which is always fun. We've got some really cute crafty pins for today. Yes. Okay. So that was our little bonus goodie bag. And then this was my original goodie bag. All right. So open this one up. First of all, we have the super important adhesive. I love using the lines, especially if you're going to make shakers or pop things up. I am addicted to all the foam squares and things. Next, you should have this little bag. And what this is all of the ingredients to make a little charm that will hang on your album. And we're using a Doodlebug album. And so I've seen some people hang them from the spine. I've seen them add ribbon. I believe I also included an eyelet if you want to try to punch and hang it from the top like this. I've done that before. But you have extra pieces in there just so you can customize it how you wanted. Maybe you wanted a different color, but these are just super fun to put together and just add a little bling to the edge of your binder, and we've got the adorable doodle bug charms that are in there. So I do recommend some needle nose pliers just to attach those. Okay. Last but not least, I always like to involve my family members, whether they like it or not. So my dad has a 3D printer, and so he makes things for each of our events. And this time I said, hey, could you do something with an Altoids tin? So he made all of these little yellow inserts, and we filled it with yellow candy for you today that you can have throughout the day. And then when you're finished, it's something great that you can keep either on your crop table or in your bag, especially if you travel for events, to keep all the little things in, right? Like it's just a great place to catch it all. And then I included something to decorate it, right? We need something to make it a little more, I don't know, eye-catching. So you should have some paper that's cut for you, and then a little sun and some clouds. And then we've also got an adorable doodle pop added in there so that you can decorate both sides. I would recommend strong tape. And it's also really cute if you have a thin washi and do a washi all the way around. Okay, so that's my goodies. Finally, this is my layout class. We will be starting this in about 23 minutes. And the cutting guide is in here. Otherwise, you will probably want to print the instructions. We're going to walk through the cutting together, and I would recommend that you have some Post-it notes because we're going to label things. And otherwise, just your basic toolkit. Okay, I'm making sure. Thank you, Laura. Yes, my dad and my nephew both have 3D printers, so they both are always asking, like, what's next? I'll share more about that when I teach, because
make all those
right now. So yes.
Does it take a long time for them to make one? How long does one take?
I don't know. I like with these, he could print 9 at a time.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's sort of like when you get a cut file, like we'll get the file and then we'll tweak it to simplify it and make it cut better or faster.
Right.
And then get it down to a science. I mean, because when I send them the rolls of filament, it takes maybe like 10 cents worth of filament to make it. But it's more the time. So I'm not sure. 9 at a time, I probably took an hour or 2 to do all those. And then he'd brush it off and do 9 more.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I've never seen one in person, so
they're very cool. They're very, very cool. Yeah. But I don't need one. He keeps telling me to just buy one, which I think might be a hint, but it's good for him. he's retired. It gives him something to do. He enjoys it. So
there you go. All right. Am I up?
Yes, it's you.
All right, guys. I am so excited to be here. We have got our album class later this afternoon. And before we get into that for a second, I have one more goodie bag for you. Lindsay and I had so much fun. We are themed to the extreme this year.
Yes.
So if you pull out your final goodie bag, one thing that's in there is these fun 4x6 cards. They all are sunshine themed. There's a whole bunch of them. You can tuck them into albums. You could hole punch them and make an album out of them. You could put photos on the back of every single one. I just thought they were appropriate for our theme and perfect for either cards, tucking into pockets, adding photos on the back, making a mini album, whatever you would like to do with those. So those are in.
These match the Just Beachy too.
Yeah.
Like I think with the clusters we're going to do later, you could make even more pages with what's left over.
Awesome. All right. Another little goodie I got for you is my sister and I cut my acrylic, and we cut these little yellow notebooks. I just thought they were going to be cute to tuck into your craft bag. I know whenever I go to a retreat, I'm looking for a sticky note or a piece of paper because somebody has something cool that I want to go home and buy. So I got to write it down, or I need to write down a measurement that the teacher just said or something. And so keeping this little notebook in your purse for groceries or in your craft bag with this little yellow pencil. And I love the fact that it's got an eraser on it. So that was just a little goodie if you come up with any. It could also be a mini album if you wanted it to, a really tiny mini album. That would be fun. But anyway, that was just nice, another little goodie. Of course, our sunglasses. We love the sunglasses. Please post pictures of you I made an album in the group with everybody. So take pictures of yourself with your glasses on, post them in there. That'll be fun to add to a scrapbook later. And then finally, Doodlebug always makes my pins. And so I called Cynthia and asked her to make our retreat pin. I think it turned out super cute. And so hopefully if you've done lots of our retreats, you've got pins. And I think this one's pretty awesome since it's a Doodlebug collectible. Okay, so
do we have a couple of these left if anybody from Access Only might want to buy an extra from you? Do we have?
Yes. Yeah, during your class, I'll go count what's left real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to buy
super cute.
a certain number.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll post them in here, and if you want one, just comment underneath, and then I'll let you know when they run out. But yeah, so that's a cute little pin. Okay. As far as my kit goes, you should have the album kit. We'll go through that when we open it up and get ready to do the actual class. Your make and take for me, which is later tonight at 8 o'clock my time. So probably 5 o'clock for somebody, 6, 7, I don't know. That's in there. So we'll set that aside. The only thing I want you to do today before my class is just cut these apart. That's all you need to do. I didn't put homework on anything. These are super simple. Just cut them straight, cut each one of them out. It'll just make class a lot easier. So do it at lunchtime real quick. Or later this afternoon during a break or something like that. Okay. All right. So just cut those apart. That is it. We are ready to get started. I hope you love all your goodies. We enjoy spoiling you guys, and we definitely enjoyed hunting for the theme. But yeah, take pictures throughout the day of what you're working on. Post them in the group.
Please. Yes.
Yeah, I love to see pictures. I'll make a scrapbook about it. And so we need all y'all's pictures too, okay?
Yeah, so there were a couple questions just about the Facebook policy. Things are changing. Facebook deletes live videos now after 30 days, and they are doing it. And we had talked about this at the beginning, but not very many people had jumped on yet. I am slowly moving all of my classes and events over to YouTube. So once this weekend is over, we'll get the video downloaded, uploaded, all the things that it takes to get it there. And then we'll post links so that after the 30 days, once it's gone, now we're probably not going to save like bingo, or it's going to be the classes. That's what we're saving, right?
Right.
As much as you would like to watch the welcome again and see our pretty faces, it's not worth taking the space up for it.
Yeah.
But yes, Facebook is changing. So if you have any other events that you're worried you're going to lose things, time is ticking. So it's been a big project for all of us, and we found out at the same time as all of you. So
yeah,
yay. Yeah. It was a big project I wasn't planning on adding to my to-do list.
Exactly.
So thank goodness for teenagers who have helped me with some of it so that I'm going a little faster. But yeah, my husband last week was like, we ran out of data for the month. I'm like, yeah, it's probably because of all the YouTube stuff I've been trying to do. So yes, but do not worry if you do not get to this, until a month or 6 months or whenever, we will save it for you. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, Lindsay, your class starts in about 15 minutes. So unless we have any other questions.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to all of you. And I'll be shifting over from now on. You'll only see my hands until tonight when we play bingo. So, yep, I'll see you in 15 minutes. I'm going to grab a drink of my coffee and then make sure you've got your tools and your layout package. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys. See you later this afternoon.